We only got 22 losses in our own army though, so not bad at all. And 206 kills for our branch wraith with that penumbral pendulum. Alright, loot gained. Very nice. We will take even more, please. Thank you very much. And we'll get 3,000 from the quest. So our next quest is move a character to the following province, Argwylon. With Durthu's help, the Clay Guard scouts emerge victorious. The battlefield is littered with scattered limbs and undead detritus. Though afeard of the lumbering, vengeful ancient of the forest, the guard nevertheless tell him that this force was but a fraction of a larger, more dangerous undead horde that lurks not far from here. They advise caution and to wait for further elven reinforcements, but Durthu knows better than these Asrai. They cannot be wholly blamed for their ignorance. Their lives are so fleeting compared to his. He has observed this thousands times before, and undoubtedly will 1,000 more. No, there will be no waiting. He will move now and strike this threat at the source. The necromancer behind this will die, and his stumbling thralls will collapse like abandoned marionettes. Very nice. Abductor trait gained. Oh, Durthu. Level 31 now. Getting the extra ammunition for my army is probably a good idea at some point. Although I kind of feel like we need to max out the income from post-battle loot, don't we? Yeah, that's what I was kind of planning to do. I'm not going to go down this line of magic, I don't think. Especially with the branch wraith, which is going to be using the majority of the magic. Let's zoom towards Valea's Sorrow, maybe. Although it looks like Strasleith might be able to do that. We'll have Strasleith move in there. Zerko may as well stay in Karakay Peaks and fully replenish. Maybe he can jump over to like Black Iron Mine or something and take that. Getting the reduction actually in the research for global recruitment would be very nice. Like, that would allow us to recruit these Deepwood scouts and stuff directly into this army. You could also then start to get some forest dragons and treemen, and these do a lot of damage for sure. And the forest dragons now have the noxious breath, or the soporific breath, which is very similar to that you can get as the high elves and wood elves, or the high elves and dark elves and their dragons. So that's cool. We will level up Serko nonetheless, and I guess I'll go for Wonders of the Forest with him as well. It's actually pretty important for my armies to have that, because we are relying almost solely on post-battle loot with this playthrough. Right, Durthu is pretty badass, so we're just going to go and walk towards Bitterstone Mine and destroy that. So yeah, Serko is busy recovering. Karakay Peaks is finished building up, which has helped our income a little bit. And here we shall get the Waystone and possibly the World Route Pathway, because then next turn we could do the recruitment with the minus 30% recruitment cost. I think I'm going to do that actually. Yeah, and then we'll get the Sithari going. Yeah, we'll do that. Then I can change it back after I'm done. Great. Ishashot has finished his movement for this turn, so let's move on to the next turn. And I'll probably fast forward the majority of it once we've finished watching what Clan Angren are doing. Because I'm not entirely sure Paravon's actually going to attack me. Omrund Ranulfson's going to run back to Bitterstone Mine, which is fine by me. We can just attack him there. Right, we shall fast forward the vampires, Wood Elves. The Wood Elves are still sieging Castle Carcassonne. Bretonnia is pretty strong, but probably not that strong. We haven't bumped into any of the new nations yet, except from one of the Skaven. What's Karak Azul gonna do? It's probably a decent idea to watch what they're doing. Oh wow, they only moved a slight amount. So it looks like my army in Valea's Sorrow can come out and destroy the Karak Azul army, which is good. Then recruit into Serko's army, give them a full army, go smash Black Iron Mine or something. Alright. So the Sithari has been finished. Let's swing over to Caracate Peaks while I remember, and we shall recruit ourselves some units. So I'm probably going to go for the Deepwood Scouts here. And then we will give ourselves some more Treekin. Just because Treekin are genuinely very good in these Treeman armies. Because of the Skewering Branch and the Skin of the Woods. So they can be pretty much our front line, accompanied by some Dryads. And then to follow up, we can then add things like Forest Dragons and Treemen. So I might add like a Treeman and a couple Forest Dragons eventually. Maybe not straight away. I'll recruit this lot, move on. Durthu did take the assault units damage there. But we should still be able to pull this off. That's a lot of units of Rangers. But hopefully our Clay Guard can do the job. Let's quick save it and fight this one on the battle map. Now one thing to note actually is that the attrition time is only like 1 turn, so I could like siege these and like encircle them even, and after 1 turn they would start taking serious attrition because we have the technology that reduces siege holdout time for enemies, and on minor settlements it's quite a big deal. So in future, if we bump into armies that are occupying minor settlements, we can take advantage of that by literally halving their force before we even fight it, which is definitely something worth taking advantage of if we can. Okay, so yeah, we're kind of, our Treekin kind of got beaten up a bit by that agent, but that's okay. We still have plenty of archers, we have our cavalry as well, and when fighting against, you know, dwarves, they don't have any cavalry, so that's a real big advantage. Let's start the deployment, start the battle. I'm not sure if they're going to be forced to come towards me. I think they're just going to try and run to their reinforcements. So we'll get on their tail straight away and head on towards them. They might even just be going for the high ground, because I'm pretty sure their reinforcements should already be here, since it's a settlement battle. All of their rangers will be invisible. So there's a lot of units we're not seeing at the moment.
Wild Riders.
Just gotta be careful that our Wild Riders don't get annihilated by the enemy archers. That's the first thing we need to look for. And then we should, you know, have our own archers engage theirs. And they're literally just going for the high ground. Soon we will get in range with our own Glade Guard. And the good thing about Glade Guard is they can fire on the move, so you'll see them start to fire away.
Wild Riders, swiftly.
Eventually. Right, let's not let the quarrelers there just smash us. We'll have the Wild Riders deal with those. We've also got the massive volleys coming in from our Glade Guard.
Wild Riders!
That's one unit down. Break back out of there. Also just going to put a lifeblood on them. Get them healed back up. Probably better off just letting the Glade Guard get the kills, honestly.
Cavalry! Trample them!
Well, that's not good.
Ready to ride.
Exactly what I'm trying to avoid is the Rangers coming out of nowhere and just hitting us with volleys. So let's realign here. And where are those units going? I mean, seems very odd. I'm going to take off skirmish on all of those units. We should get some serious volleys into these quarrelers soon. We'll see them fall apart. Oh, doing nicely.
Wild Riders! Hunters! It is done! Guide us! Blade Guard!
Right, my Dryads are taking a little bit of a beating here.
Armed and ready! Way Watchers!
Right, we got a nice charge in there though, which is good. We're going to have another one follow straight up, which is great.
We will have vengeance!
A lot of damage being done.
Wild Riders!
So they moved their army for pretty much no reason. Now they're coming straight back at me.
For Athel Lauren! Wild
Right, let's just break off again with the Wild Riders. I don't want to like engage them in melee for too long. Or with their army actually approaching me now.
At once!
Because otherwise we'll get pinned and their archers will attack me like they are doing so at the moment. Okay, this is nice because the Way Watchers are actually very accurate. So they're actually hitting some very nice shots. I might have my front line just be its own group and just start charging forwards. We'll put Durthu in there as well. There we go. And my Branch Wraith should also move forwards a bit as well because he is pretty decent in melee. And then what we need to do is make sure that my Glade Guard are targeting their range forces. That's pretty damn important.
Aim! Fire! Death to all! Steady! Fire! Deepwood archers! Wild riders! Right!
Okay, cool. Managed to break through there, which is good.
Go!
Just smash into these ranges as well. Nice. We'll come down into these guys. And we should be using our magic now. So yeah, now we have this like massive front line set up. We can literally put up an Umbral Pendulum through it all. So we'll do it like so. We'll put Melkos Mystify Masma here. Cool.
Wild Riders by Kurnos!
And what's Durthu doing? May as well get that Flock of Doom down. We'll get these Glade Guard to keep hunting down these rangers.
Loose! Fire! This instant!
Ah, our Weight Watchers are out of ammunition.
We grow
That's fine. Get these Treekin into the melee there.
Protectors of the forest!
Nice. Not bad. Get a big old lifeblood down, I think, here. Maybe we can go for another Melkos Mystify Masma on this left side.
Cavalry!
Good stuff. Right, let's clean up, you know, straggling rangers with our Wild Riders.
Come on! Archers ready!
All of these guys have actually used up their ammunition, so I'm going to have them flank and we'll try and surround them. I'm going to have my Branch Wraith get in the melee here.
Wild Riders!
The majority of their range forces are dealt with now.
No!
We can use the Glade Guard in the melee.
Our bows
We can
are
also use the
yours!
Weight Watchers in the melee as well.
Glade Guard!
Alright, let's use this spell again. Kill off some more units. Get another Flock of Doom down as well.
With haste!
Okay, cool. Time to charge into the back with the Wild Riders at the same time.
Quickly now!
And these guys need to come around the back as well.
With haste! Kill them!
I'm pretty sure we can just get these Glade Guard into battle.
Wild Riders! Ride, sons of Kurnos!
Oh, lovely.
The time of the dwarves is at an end!
That's it. We've done it. Slaughtered them. That was a siege battle or a settlement battle, so we can just end it straight away. Or a decisive victory. 298 losses. Not too bad. Took quite a lot of damage on some of the units, but we should replenish quite well. And also we've got to consider that some of the units were damaged before the battle because of the assault units, so there's that as well. Nice quote there from Ryan Finder. Argwylon says, or Gorgolan says, great battle. Thank you. It was very good indeed. You weren't wrong about those Wild Riders. They definitely picked up a lot of kills. And we're going to raise that. Okay, cool. And then I am going to recolonize it with Durthu. And that will take down his army quite a bit in strength, but we should be okay. Let's get the asteroid lookout there. I don't think there's any range in order, like any army in range to attack, so we have time to do that. It's time for Strasslaith to attack
You what?
Inlag Gunninson. For whatever reason, Serco did not recruit these units last turn. Oh well. So Inlag Gunninson has quite a few units of Bugman's Rangers, normal Rangers. He has cannons and grudge throwers. His main line is Slayers, Dwarves with great great weapons. We're gonna quick save and fight on the battle on the battle map. Sorry, my voice completely going there. So the idea here is to get my Wild Riders into the back lines so that I can run down his artillery. That's what I'm looking to do. We could also just try and get really close with the Dryads, but I don't think we need to. We're just going to set up like so. Let's have those a little bit further back. We'll have the Reekin then spread out behind them. Blade Guard can stay like that. We'll have the Wild Riders on the flank. Cool. Just group them up. Gather more wins since 9 is not very much. And we will carry on. Cool. We'll get over this hill and they will be on the other side, no doubt. I'm going to have my Wild Riders move around the left. Argwylon says, don't think you've hit end turn yet. I have done it a couple times since we started today. Those cannons on the flanks there are left very exposed. I'm guessing that there are the Rangers as well that we have to look out for. But it's going to be a case of just lining up and engaging. I'm going to try and stop as many shots from these cannons as I can, even if there are Rangers in my way. I'm going to have one unit just go straight into them. That's fine by me. Holy crap. Alright, we're going to come in and hit the Rangers here as well. Okay. Not sure that was as a convincing attack as anything else, but what I'm going to do, grab these, put them in their own group again. And time to just attack, move forwards.
Battle ready. Hawkeye.
Cool. Right, our Wild Riders here. They're engaged with a lot of units. Do we have some magic we can put down over here? We do have a tree. We'll do that. We should help out. We'll also put Earthblood down. I'm just going to keep them occupied here. We got some Dryads coming in to attack as well, so that's fine. Cool. Right, now we can break off our Wild Riders, which is what I was hoping. We're going to have our units target their units. Let me just pause this and turn off their skirmish. I might put them on guard as well. And what we're going to do is start targeting, their archers, their crossbowmen. Cool. And then we need to take out their artillery, so that's what we're going to be focusing with the cavalry. So the cannons here. Going to be a target. We'll go through the corridors with great weapons to get there. Nice.
Bows of Argwylon! Loose! Blade Guard! Children of Argwylon! Dead to all!
The Bugman's Rangers, they're quite easy to tell apart because they have these like red capes.
Wild Riders!
Taking a lot of damage at the moment they are. Love it. Gonna attack the Slayers with the Triads. Get another Tree of Life up here. Do some damage to those Slayers. Get a Lifeblood to heal up these guys. Nice. So it's just a matter of like finishing off units with the Wild Riders now. Just make sure that we continue to run them down. This is going to be over pretty damn quick though.
Ready to ride.
Yep. Pretty much done already. One of our Dryads did get pretty low on health, but that is victory. As they have all started to run away. Only the Slayers now left. They shall be picked off very shortly, I'm sure.
Wild Riders.
Horse Nails is saying, will you please play Lizardman or Skaven? Not tonight, but possibly in the future. Yeah, sure. Very tempted to just have Mortal Empires campaigns going of the new races for sure. Yeah. The Circo recruitment is what Gorgolian was referring to in terms of the end turn. That would make sense. Well, I think we just took a lot of damage on 12 Wild Riders there thanks to our own archers. But we'll end the battle. Decisive victory. 207 losses. Killed 1,231. Very convincing indeed. Of course, now I'll definitely be looking into it. Into playing yeah, the Lizardmen and Skaven eventually. So we will release the captives for the extra cash, as always. And we will finish them off with an auto-resolve. Give me that. Elag Gunnison is dead. Alright, we'll head towards Crooked Fang Fort then. In the next turn. Because what I want to do is replenish.